Dr. Moshe Lewis coming to you live from the BET Awards here at the set of Music and Medicine. And we are so excited to be here. And we're joined by Jerry Joseph. Now, he's not just a personal trainer. He's also a stuntman. Has stood in for some people that I've heard of might play for the Lakers currently. So we're going to get into that. He's also an event producer. And the personal training piece just really got me. So I'm always delighted to be joined by my co-host, Kathleen Bradley.
Nice. It's a pleasure to be here, and we're so excited to talk to you today and find out
I'm glad to be
a lot of the inside secrets and all of that. I know you know some good dirt here. Let's spill the tea, honey, like they say. Okay, come on, you can tell it.
So how'd you get into being a stuntman? It's certainly not something everybody knows about, and you seem like you've been able to really get some good.
Yeah, so I think growing up watching all these movies, action movies, Terminator, RoboCop was like thrilling for me as a young kid growing up, and I always wanted to see how it felt like getting pushed down the stairs or getting shot.
Right, like most of us on the board.
Yeah, so
we should have came to my house. No, just kidding. I had 4 brothers.
Right. So I went to stunt school. And it's called Fight for Film. And we learned how to basically do different falls, taco falls, you know, falling down the stairs, getting shot, getting hit with sticks and all that stuff. Different choreography was amazing. So then after that, we had to go to Atlanta to do like a whole fire burn seminar. Wow. So we had to get set on fire and stuff like that, you know, do the whole choreography. So that was my first time.
I can't say I do know.
Right. The whole preparation being set, you know, we had to put a special type of gel on your body so it doesn't burn through. You got to wear 100% cotton clothing. You can't wear polyester because it could burn through your whole skin. Right. So that whole thing was just like, I just love the pressure. Pressure is prisons for me. So I just love the rush for everything. So we got the whole setup going on. And then I had the first time I got my arms burned, both of my arms and everything. So we had to do different signals on how to basically stop from basically getting on fire and getting on fire. So it was like cues. Sure. So the first time getting on fire, so I'm just moving with the fire and with the motion, with the camera. And it was like, man, I'm still on fire, but it's like, I can still feel it coming through my skin a little bit. So after a while, you're just in the motion, but it was just thrilling. And I was like, man, I want to continue to keep doing this. So we just do this for different type of movies, depending on what it is.
Sure. Well, I went on your Instagram page for sure and saw you've done some stuff in Space Jam as well.
Yeah. So I did Power Rangers. Sure. So I was actually like a big robot. I tried to be one of the Rangers, but the suit was too small.
Sure, of course.
I'm too big, right? So ended up being a robot. The guy said, listen, can you be a robot? Can you play a robot? I said, sure. Can you shoot like a robot? I'm like, yeah. Can you shoot fast? And I'm just kept on shooting really fast and just moving back and forth. It was easy and everything, but it was a good gig. It was like on a Sunday, made $1,000 to do that for 2 hours being a robot. Why not? You know what I mean? And I always grew up watching the Power Rangers because, you know, those were my favorite, you know, the Black Ranger and just, you know, just superhero thing type of things. That's how I created my whole self and image. Is always wanted to be a superhero and just, you know, protecting myself and keeping my body clean and everything like that. So that was always just something for me growing up.
Talk to us about some of the secrets. We'll go back a little bit and talk about your training and your fitness. I know you've also worked with a lot of celebrities in that regard too, how it became so important to you and something you try to hope that they will emulate when you're working with a celebrity like 50.
Yeah, but always, me growing up, I've always been a health conscious person, always been an athlete. Working with celebrities has always been a passion for me because I've always manifested that in my life. I kind of felt like I've tailored programs for people to look a certain way because to be honest with you, like I always have like a program that's based for 6 to 4 weeks or 4 to 6 weeks of programming for clients to get their best results and stuff like that. So for me, I'm the type of person that I love to train every day. I work out 7 days a week. I manifest, I hike, I run, I bike ride. So I made this like a whole lifestyle thing to implement this and keep this whole image for celebrities or, you know, because they have to look good for red carpet. They got to look good on film and certain things. And I'm always critique because everything, the body is always like a sculpture type of thing for me. So I'm always making sure that, all right, your stomach has to be a little bit smaller. Your arms got to be a little more toner, you know, your posture and everything. So everything is always just detailed for me when it comes to like imaging and for training.
So let's take a real case scenario. I mean, you don't necessarily have to say the name, but when maybe somebody came to you and they did have to be ready in X amount of time, which is usually just a few weeks.
Oh, that's easy. Yeah. That's very easy. I can give you one client of mine. Her name is Kiana Madera. She's on a movie called Perfect Addiction on Amazon Prime. She's actually one of my good friends. She gave me the opportunity. She's like, Jerry, I got an opportunity for you. I said, what is it? I need you to train me. I'm going to Poland. I need to basically look good. It's a love triangle type of movie where she had to be ready for the 6 to 4 weeks. She had to do choreography for fighting as well. and we had to train 2 to 3 hours a day. And then she had to do boxing, but I had to make sure that it was correlating to what I was doing with the programming, because programming is like detail. You can train, you can do overtraining and burn your muscles out. So I had to know exactly, and dieting was the key too. So she got ripped up within 4 to 6 weeks, abs and everything ripped up. And it kind of felt good watching the movie, because it was like, she was a mini version of me. And I'm like, yeah, that's me right there, Jerry Joseph. So it was just to the point where I felt like, for me, it's easy training people, because I kind of be like, your body's my life. Yeah. And I put myself in your body, how you want to look, and I can transform your body however you want to look. It doesn't matter how tall you are, how big you are, whatever body you need, I can definitely transform it within like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
So talking about the gram for a minute, it often tends to make it seem like, oh, if you just do my potion, if you just do this lotion, if you just do 3 hours, 5 minutes, and you'll be set.
No, you gotta be ripped. Like, you gotta really dedicate this as a lifestyle. Like, I always implement, people can do all these things and, hey, I want to basically get these abs and put this cream and all this stuff. It doesn't work like that. You got to really put the work in. Like, I know what it took to basically get the way I look like this. It took years. It took dedication, commitment, consistency. And it also took like perseverance, because sometimes you go through things in life and you got to basically make sure that you're still locked in no matter what the situation is. So for me, it was so easy for me to just change the body, because I always had that mental attitude. I've always been able to go through adversity and utilize that to get the best version of myself at the end of the day.
What's some of the stunt work that you've enjoyed, some of the other projects besides the Power Rangers one?
So some of the stuff that we started doing were like, so I did a movie with Notori Naughton, and I was the stunt coordinator for one of her movies and everything. And just being able to create that scene where it's between one person and another person, you have to create that fighting moment. And I'm like, yeah, that's my moment right there. And it was really, it wasn't as intense as Power Rangers or getting set on fire or falling down the stairs or anything like that. But it was really a good moment of just putting two people together and creating a whole fighting scene for that split moment. So yeah, it was one of her movies. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was a very intense, a lot of times, in choreographic fights. Cause I did one once in a movie I was in, and you gotta really be particular and locked in.
Yeah.
Cause if you forget to duck, they don't pull back.
Yeah,
right,
you really get. We seen. Yeah,
there's some bobby pins that won't come out.
But like everything is a safety call. We always have a safety for on set, and for certain scenes that we'll usually have like motorcycle bike jackets for the people so they don't get hurt. Certain positions where we got to basically hold their positions, and it's all about working together and knowing the person. So for us, it's knock on wood, nobody's never gotten hurt from all my sets and everything. I got bruised up a little bit here and there. I get hurt more than everybody else, but I kind of just felt like I was the type of person where I'll put you first before me. I'll get hit before you get hurt,
And then finally, what words of advice, encouragement might you give to somebody who wants to get into this? They're already in the gym. They're seeing all the stuff going on with BET or other big, celeb types of events or movies, and they want to get down in the action.
They want to do the same thing.
What tips would you recommend for making that leap?
I always just tell people, like, just believe in yourself and manifest. That's a big thing in the world, and nobody can never take that away from you. I don't care what type of thing you go through in life. I've been through so much in my life, but I always manifest, and I've always made sure that I did it for a reason. I do everything for my daughter. So I'm never going to basically settle or forget the purpose behind the journey at the end of the day. So everybody has a vision, and you can hold that to yourself. But at the end of the day, you have to prove to yourself and create a legacy at the end of the day, and nobody can ever take that away from you.
And this is music and medicine. So basically, you got like the medicine kind of part.
Yes, exactly.
Health and all that.
For me, I've always used music within everything that I do, because I kind of feel like it adds a flow. You can add a tempo. You can add a different type of movement. For me, I love movement and I love music. So I can go old school, new school. I can go jazz. It doesn't even matter. If I can incorporate music into an exercise and make it more fun, people will come. Literally. So it's more of a balance for me. And my classes, like the other day, I had a whole Nike workout and we had a great turnout. I manifest that for years, just having Nike sponsor my first event, and it was packed. We did a workout and then we did a run, but just having music and people going on beat with the music and enjoying it is not as much torturing as it is. Cause people look at me to be like, this guy's torturing me. At the end, this guy's going to make me work, but I'm going to make you feel good and I'm going to change your life, So Music is a key. Yes. Music helps.
Where can we find you?
Yes, Jerry R. Joseph on Instagram, Jerry R. Joseph on TikTok. You can basically just Google me. You'll find me in everywhere, every platform.
A pleasure having Jerry Joseph with us, celebrity stunt coordinator, as well as personal trainer to celebrities. And more importantly, he really helps us understand that, this doesn't have to be torturous.
Right.
But it is a lifestyle, it is a commitment. And if you want to manifest positive things in terms of the way you look, as well as the way you eat, certainly, taking care of yourself and working with people like him, you can certainly take to that next level. So really appreciate you coming through.
I appreciate you having me.
I appreciate that you are so positive about
100%.
helping people, look good and feel good about themselves.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.